Hello guys. Ngayon naman pag-usapan natin yung elasticity pertaining to supply. Okay? So, let me check this data for you. So, what do we meant by the elasticity of supply? So, if we're talking about the elasticity of supply, ito yung degree uh, to which a producer will change the quantity supplied in reaction to a change in price. So in other words, how strongly suppliers react to a change in price. Will the reaction be large or stretch the band, small or very little stretch or none at all? Calculate elasticity with the following equation. So percentage for the elasticity of supply. So ito kasi guys, we're talking about the what we call as the supplier. So supplier na ang pinag-uusapan natin dito, thereby kung ano ba yung magiging reaction ng supplier if there is a change in what we call as the price. Nagbago ba yung presyo? Kung tumaas ba o bumaba? Ano ang gagawin niya ng supplier? Right? Magsusupply ba siya? O lilimitahan niya na yung supply? So, doon papasok yung elasticity of supply. Okay? So, let's pick up the next data regarding the elasticity of supply. Now, we have supply. Okay? So, itong to the supply of a good or service after a change in its market price. So we're talking about the response of the suppliers here, no, in relation to the price. So the supply of a good will increase when its prices rises, when its price decreases. So it's it's just like the same on the uh, past studies natin regarding law of supply, na pag tumaas ang presyo ng produkto, uh, marami rin ang isusupply. Pero pag bumaba ang presyo ng produkto, bababa ang supply niya. Okay? So, next. Okay? So, let's talk about the price elasticity of supply. So, the price elasticity of supply is determined by number of producers, right? So, ease of entry into the market. So, madedetermine natin yan yung sa dami ng producer. Spare capacity. It is easy to increase production if there is a shift in demand. Alright? The next is ease of switching. So, if the production of goods can be varied, supply is more elastic. Right? Kaya nga sinasabi ko na sa mga nakaraang video ko, if there is an elasticity, elastic price, there is a close substitute for the certain item. Next is ease of storage. When the goods can be stored easily, the elastic response increases the demand. All right. Next, length of production period. A quick production responds to a price increase easier. Right? Quick production, ano? Next is the time period of training. When a firm invests in capital, the supply is more elastic in its response to price increase. Next is factor mobility. So when moving resources into the industry is easier, the supply curve is in more elasticity or elastic price. Next is reaction of costs. If the costs rise slowly, it will stimulate an increase in quantity supplied, and if costs rise rapidly, the stimulus to production will be choked off quickly. Alright, so sa reaction of cost po, pag ibig sabihin nito, kung mabagal naman yung pagtaas, no, ng ating costs, no, there will be an increase in the quantity supplied. Alright? So, yun po ang ibig sabihin dito ng mga determinants in terms of price elasticity of supply. So, next is, okay, let's check this out. Okay, so now we're going to talk about this next type of what we call as supply elasticity. See, a moment ago we've already discussed this one, which pertains to price elasticity of supply. But let us now clarify what this price elasticity of supply is by pulling this data, this one. So what is this exactly price elasticity of supply before we go to cross elasticity of supply? So ano ba tong price elasticity of supply? Let us clarify. So it has a range of values, and if the PES or the price elasticity of supply is greater than 1, then the supply is elastic. But if the price elasticity of supply is less than 1, the supply is inelastic. Now, if the price elasticity of supply is equal to 0, the supply curve is vertical. There's no response of demand to price. Supply is perfectly inelastic, right? Now, in terms of the price elasticity of supply, which is equals to infinity, the supply curve is horizontal. There is extreme change in demand in response to very small change in prices. So the supply is perfectly elastic. So that is the price elasticity of supply. So if you have watched my videos regarding my topic on elasticity of demand, it is somewhat related, no? It's still related. So if you understand the elasticity of demand, you will surely understand the elasticity of supply. Okay? Kasi yung elasticity of demand, ang pinapatungkulan nun ay we are on the perspective of the buyers. Now, itong elasticity of supply, we are now here on the perspective of the sellers. Okay? So next, let's have this one, cross elasticity of supply. So when we talk about the cross elasticity of supply, it is the proportional percentage change in the supply for good X. So it will be divided by the proportional percentage change in the price of good Y. So meaning to say, we're talking about here the substitutes or alternative products or item. So the formula here is the percentage change in the supply of X over or divided by the percentage change in price of Y. So X and Y symbolizes as our products or items. Okay. Okay. So that's cross elasticity of supply, referring to substitutes. Now to go further, let's have this last data that I prepared. So just for a moment, let's have this one. Okay, so this is the last data, no, referring to the cross elasticity of supply. So if you have any questions regarding this topic, you can put it in the comment dito sa baba ng video, and then don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and then watch, like, and share. Then ring the bell to notify you for my upcoming videos. So God bless us all, and God bless the Philippines. Bye-bye.